What's going on, guys? This is Steve from SRJ Repair, and today I'm going to be giving you a toolbox tour of our Matco 6S and what a diesel mechanic uses every day. Alright guys, don't mind the mess, but this is my Matco 6S, and in the top drawer here, this is my socket and ratchet drawer. A digital snap-on half-inch torque wrench. It does angle and everything. It's really nice. It was very expensive. I got both stubby sets from Snap-on. They are super shallow. They're perfect for like knock sensors and everything else. The quarter inch is really nice. They are perfect for the knock sensors on DPFs and whatnot. With them little 8mm bolts, they're such a pain. Got my Snap-on adapter set. This is probably one of my favorite sets I've bought off of Snap-on. I love Snap-on magnet trays. They are absolutely legendary. Then we got some expert sockets from the Mack truck. This quarter inch set, I got it on special through the flyer, and it came with, honestly, I don't even remember what it came with. I use this set all the time. This expert set, you could tell how abused it is, and it's just absolutely held up great. They're real cheap sockets and they're really good for the money, you know what I mean? And then I got Snap-on locking wobble extensions in 3/8 and quarter. These are going to come in handy, like doing dash work and whatnot, doing blend door actuators. So yeah, that would be really nice. And then I have an absolute metric ton of ratchets. I have a bit of an addiction. We have the Low Pro gear wrench ratchets right here. These come in handy in just certain situations. A Matco quarter inch ratchet, gear wrench quarter inch ratchet, Matco, just a regular old Matco ratchet, an Icon quarter inch ratchet. I use this thing all the time. I beat the absolute crap out of it, and it still holds up. More gear wrench. We have gear wrench 3/8 ratchet, Matco 3/8 ratchet. Got the blue and black handle. I've only used this once. I bought it because I wanted it. A Tecton 3/8 ratchet, Snap-on flex head long reach ratchet, the new Snap-on locking flex head long reach ratchet, the straight long reach ratchet, gear wrench half-inch drive, long Matco half-inch drive with the blue comfort grip. And I got this ratchet off the Snap-on truck used for like $50. I love this damn ratchet. I love a Snap-on. It's like regular wobble head ratchets. And then moving on to this side, this is just some mixed and matched sockets. A lot of them are Snap-on in my half-inch drive, and then the ones that I've lost or broken when I didn't have a Snap-on dealer, I've replaced with like Harbor Freight or Craftsman and whatnot. And then my chrome sockets, you can tell that there's not a lot there because I never use chrome. And I had a gear wrench set and then just losing here and there, replace them with Pittsburgh. I got the 12 points that I use all the time. They are Matco. These right here are Matco. This is the standard set, and I have the metric set on this other organizer. And then these are Matco spline drives. I have a quarter inch and 3/8 set of these. These fit a ton of fasteners, and I use these on the daily. Like, these are my go-to sockets, at least 3/8s. Then I bought both sets of the Mack RBRT with the foreign object remover. The foreign object remover. These grip rounded fasteners. You can loosen and tighten with these, so that makes it really handy if you have just a little bit of a wallered out nut. And then Matco ADV swivel sockets, 3/8 drive and metric. I have the Pittsburgh 10mm set. I just had to buy it. I seen it at Harbor Freight. I just had to buy the thing. Sunex mid-length sockets. This set is another daily use. I love these freaking mid-length sockets. You can tell just honestly 15 I really don't use too often. It's usually an 11 and a 14. And then these pinless Matco swivel sockets. I've had these for years. They've never failed me yet. I know they're going to. And I've beat the absolute crap out of these things. And then, like I said, more impact sockets. These are all, I think this is a standard set. No, these are the metric set. And then more Matco 12-point sockets. These 3/8 splines that I use all the time. 1/4 inch wobbles, or 1/4 inch swivel sockets, I should say. I don't use them a ton here working on semi trucks, but I have used them when I used to work on cars. It was great, perfect for dash work. Glow plug sockets and whatnot. And these right here, these come in handy sometimes. They can't handle a lot of torque, as you can tell, but if you're like doing an airbag or something and you put your impact on it because you can't get the impact on the bolt regularly, these work great. I haven't really used the 3/8 one too much. Like, this is a 3/8 drive. I think I got this one for free because I bought the 1/2 inch drive, and like I don't think I've ever used this, but you know, it'll come in handy one day, I'm sure. Alright guys, that is it for the top drawer. On to the second drawer. This is my wrench drawer. Alright guys, now we're going to move on to my wrench drawer. I know I don't have any of the fancy snap-on flank drive plus or nothing like that, but I have these Matco wrenches. They're a spline end on the inside. Like, they work pretty good. Sometimes I would rather have just a regular 6-point. On some fasteners, these can slip off. Like, I should probably get some flank drives, but they're all right. They do their job. And got some regular 12-point box Matco wrenches. Then I have these bad boys. I have had these things for years. The extended gear wrench, ratchet wrenches. I beat the absolute dog crap out of these wrenches, and they still hold up. You know, the smaller sizes will fail, but they hold up very well. Then the Vim wrenches, the Vim thin wrenches. I have metric and standard sizes. They come in handy. I don't really use them too awful much, but when I do need them, they come in super handy. And then got the Icon crow's feet. I went out and bought these because I needed them for a job, and honestly, it was the best $50 I ever spent. It saved me a lot of headache. So, but like, if you don't use crow's feet all the time, definitely check out these Icons. This is just a standard set. I need to get to metric set because, you know, I like having both sets. Then I have the Icon stubby wrenches. I also bought these for one job, and I ended up using these all the time. But yeah, it's a 10 to 19 set. Like, they're pretty nice. Like, they have high ridges, high and deep ridges in their 12-point smooth jaw. Come on, focus. Smooth jaw which I like, so you're not going to score any fasteners. But in the diesel world, you don't really have to worry about that because it's all junk. And then these also ratcheting wrenches. These are super nice. The only problem I had with them is that I just haven't warrantied this one out because I got these wrenches and they just didn't mill this right. Didn't mill this wrench right at all. Like the 14 open end is too small, and then the ratchet, you could see how it's not square. But yeah, these are super nice wrenches for the money. I can leave a link below to in the description for these wrenches because I'm not 100% sure on how much they are now. These bad boys, the Amazon Specials. I use the absolute crap out of these. They're no offset, double ratcheting wrenches. And they come in the family, they alternate sizes. The Orion MotorTech, these wrenches have held up for what I paid for them. I think I only paid like $50 for them. They are such a good deal. The only problem with this company, I haven't found on Amazon the standard set. So I had to go buy the experts, in which these aren't even the same type of wrench. These are ratchet one end, fixed, like standard box offset wrenches. Like, I got a deal on these. They were on special, and I bought them, used them like twice, and they have came in such handy. Alright guys, moving on to my screwdriver drawer. Screwdriver / pry bar drawer. And but yeah, got some snap-on screwdrivers. I bought this set because it had these striking cap like pry drivers. And I use these. I've actually bought another one because I just love them so much. And I use these for like brakes on trucks and trailers, the drum brakes. Old Matco set of screwdrivers. I use them as mini pry bars now. Don't tell my Matco guy I said that. I got the Matco pocket drivers. They work well for what I use them for. Just mainly getting like connectors apart that are stuck or melted together. Call me a sir because I have a snap-on seam cutter, along with my snap-on mini screwdrivers that I've had for fucking years. 3, 2, 1. I've had these for years. Like, I don't even know how long, and they come in such handy. And my big pry bar that goes down here is not in the box right now. I just got done with a brake job, and I think it's over on the parts washer. But yeah, I got Matco pry bars. They have the best handles. Fight me about it. The old style Matco pry bars have the best handle design. Same with the coolant picks. Best handle design. Best handle design. Fight me about it in the comments below. Gear wrench indexing pry bars. These come in handy. I use these mainly for like seal pullers. Like, they work so well. We got the Matco long shank screwdrivers. Got a junk seal puller. This thing is a piece of garbage. Do not waste your money on performance tools. They are at least they're seal pullers. They are junk. The Matco carbide scrapers. I had a really good Matco guy. Like, I still have a pretty good Matco guy. That's why most of my tools are Matco. But I have a great snap-on guy now, so that's why you're seeing me buy a bunch of snap-on stuff now. Alright guys, we're going to move on to this junk drawer. This is just a junk drawer. lot of paperwork and whatnot. This is my air tool drawer. It doesn't get a lot of use except for my grinders. Cutoff wheel, one die grinder, and my second die grinder. I use this for cleaning out the anchor pin holes on brakes on big trucks. But yeah, got the old Mac Daddy, the Ingersoll Rand. This thing has been rebuilt once or twice, and I've had it for 10 years. It just keeps on trucking. Alright guys, this is just my odds and ends wrenches, and then my big set of wrenches here. I bought these at Harbor Freight. I needed a couple big wrenches for working on these big trucks, and I just bought these. You know, they're cheap. You can hit them with a hammer and not feel bad. Hell, you could even cut them with a torch. And this is my plier drawer. Got the Matco Knipex wrench pliers. I use these all of the time. Airlines, they are perfect for airlines on anything. Probably my most used pliers. Then you got the Knipex Cobras. I've had these things for years, and I beat the absolute dog crap out of them, and they keep, the jaws have held up great. What are these, twin grips? I think that's what they're called. Yeah, these things are absolutely insane. They are perfect for getting screws out and whatnot. Like, I don't know how many times I've broke the head off of a screw or a bolt, and I've been able to get them out with these pliers right here. And we got the TikTok famous snap-on pliers to pick up a quarter. I don't use it for that. I use them for everything else under the sun. I love these slip joint needle nose. They're perfect for when you do them like that. They're perfect for getting the coolant lines off of the QLS sensors on these semis. I got the big set and the little set. I got a pair of cutters, just regular old side cutters, long handled side cutters, and I got the high vis crimper, the small crimpers and strippers, and I got the big high vis crimpers. My favorite pair of vice grips I've ever had, the snap-ons. They're so pretty and they work great. These are my Milwaukee vice grips, or locking pliers I should say, and I use these on brakes on these big trucks to install the springs. If you guys have ever done brakes on a truck, you know you pretty much just need a pair of vice grips. And the front couple teeth, they're still holding up because that's usually all I use. One set of snap ring pliers for them air dryers and purge valves. These are probably the best snap ring pliers in the game. They are snap-on, so they are going to be more expensive. Bolt cutters, I don't really use these mini bolt cutters anymore. I used to use these doing brake lines on cars and stuff, but they cut them old out, and now I just don't even mess with cars hardly. Snap-on adjustable wrenches, a very dull set of hose cutters, another set of crimper pliers. I actually need to take these home because I have my high vis, and I would rather have a high vis in my box than orange. And then the star of the show, the Icon flush cuts. These things are the absolute best flush cuts for the money. You should totally go check these out. And then we are on to my hammer and 1-inch socket drawer. Get the high vis hammer set. I think I spent like $600 on this. Well worth the money. I use these hammers a lot. I have my Old Faithful that I use when I'm doing like more greasy work, so I don't get the high vis all nasty. And then I have my little mini sledge. I mainly use that to just, honestly, I probably use this one the most. I got my 3/4 inch snap-on ratchet, I got a steal on this. I bought this from a buddy. He bought a toolbox on Facebook Marketplace, and he's like, I'm never going to work on nothing that big. So I was like, I'll take it. Just odds and ends stuff. This is more like punches, chisels, and then I got my coolant pliers. These are Harbor Freight, and these are Matco. I only bought the Matcos because I got a deal on them. They were only like 50 bucks. And yes, I'm a DeWalt guy at the shop because I have more DeWalt tools than I do Milwaukee, but I'm slowly changing that. But yeah, the Mac tools, 3/8 quarter battery ratchet. They run off Milwaukee 12 volt, or DeWalt 12 volt, I'm sorry. These things, I've had these for years, and they are strong as all get out. The new DeWalt 3/8 extended reach ratchet. This thing is a monster. They do have some trigger issues though, so definitely get with your dealer if you're starting to have trigger issues, because they'll pretty much send you a brand new one. And I bought this kit because it was high vis, and I wanted the rocker. I wanted this impact, and the kit was cheaper than just buying. Like, I got a good deal on the whole kit, but my impact has been through war for multiple years, and it's still kicking. My drill, I've had this for years as well. Impact driver, I mean, it's decent. It's pretty powerful. It's just, I never use it. I don't even know why I bought this thing. Like, this is probably my least used battery tool I have. Actually, scratch that. The 24 volt 3/8 impact is my least used, because I bought this thing, the Extreme Series 20 volt, and this thing is a little monster. And then, like, yeah, I use this impact, and then the 12 volt DeWalt, and I just have some couple lights. I use this light the most now because it's a pretty high vis. Well, not so pretty high vis anymore, because I'm a greasy monster. Moving on to the power drawer. Just a bunch of batteries and stuff. That's a wireless charger that came with 2 lights that I've lost, because I have a habit of putting the magnet lights on frame rails and letting them drive away. Same with the 2 wireless charging docks. Both lights gone. Got some of my box stuff, bulk storage stuff. Snap-on anchor pin press. I use this all the time. Best $500 I've ever spent. I have an Autel car scanner right here. It's a cheap one. It's the 808S. It works really well. If you're looking for a good entry-level scanner, definitely get you an Autel. Front-wheel drive axle nut socket set. I use this because most of these sizes can be found on big trucks, and I don't have a battery powered 3/4 inch impact, so it's like, I'll just use that. And then bearing race kit. I use this quite a bit too when I do brakes and stuff, change bearings and bearing races. Moving on to the other side of the box. Pitiful electrical drawer. I have more electrical stuff at the house because I've been working on my personal truck, and it's just filled with electrical issues. This right here is an everyday use drawer. Well, you can tell I use this every day. I left this on a cow of a truck, so I lost some adapters. But, you know, that's just the type of person I am, and I've learned to live with it. But yeah, 1/2 inch drive, Craftsman ratchet. I love this old thing. I've beat the crap out of it. Still holds up. 1/2 inch drive, snap-on breaker bar. I got this for free with a bundle with a ratchet that I don't even have anymore, because it was a 1/2 inch drive locking flex head, the old style, and I cannot stand it. I hate that ratchet so much. It is, I gave it away. I think I gave it to my dad or like a guy I used to work with or something. Band wrench for oil filters, fuel filter wrenches, snap-on tape measure because I'm kind of bougie. Oil filter wrenches, or sockets I should say. And then knock sensor sockets, I guess you could say. Brake chamber socket. I use this every day adjusting brakes. And I kept losing the little pry tool for the slack adjusters, the release tool. So I took a Harbor Freight like plastic clip puller, and I just cut it in half, put some electrical tape around it so I didn't cut myself, and so I had a little bit of a handle, and yeah, just made one. You know, you gotta have that Matco pocket screwdriver from my old Matco guy that retired. And then this is my extractor and thread repair drawer. RBRT bit set, best bit set you can buy, hands down. Turbo sockets, 1/4 inch, like they drop down in like quarter socket or quarter sizes. Best investment ever. You can hammer them on studs and stuff, get them out. A Chinese Amazon special thread repair tool. It kind of sucks, but it also works pretty well. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt before you buy one. More. I think these are more twist sockets. Yeah. Got more turbo sockets. It only goes from 3/8 to 19. RBRT 1/4 inch set. And then this is a snap-on rethreader tool. I know it's Irwin. Whatever. I bought off the snap-on guy because he had a deal on it. And I like my snap-on guy. And then more bulk storage. A fan clutch tool. Inner tie rod tool, vacuum bleeder, little mic pack, a carbine tool. I haven't found a spot for these yet, so that's why it's in this drawer. Carbine tools, sent me these. Torque set. Definitely go check Carbine tools out. I'll leave a link in the description to some of the products. They didn't pay me to say that. I just, you know, I really like their products and they're a good deal. Brake layer tool, tie rod adjustment tool for trucks, pickup trucks I should say. In the worst organized set of Torx and hex bits ever. This set is organized like somebody that doesn't know how to organize things organized it. It's the worst set I've ever had. I hate how it's organized. Like, the tools are good, but the case, how it's organized, makes me want to punch somebody. It's awful. Avoid these. It's expensive, and it's organized like a child did it. Avoid them. But yeah, guys, that was my toolbox tour. If you like it, please be sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below what your favorite tool was that you've seen today. This is Steve from SRJ Repair. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.